Alright folks, welcome back to the Bets.net Challenger Series. We're into our penultimate game of the day between Pride and Sprout. We've just seen Sprout play against Godsend, just about cinching the win at 16-13. We're about to see whether they can do the same thing to Pride here, the Polish squad over on Train. So it's an interesting match for Pride actually, because them just winning that match against Godsend puts them in a three-way tie with Noreg and Red Reserve for the first place spot. A victory here would put them solidly in that first place spot without a need for a tiebreaker or anything of that accord. They will be up 7 wins to 1 loss. In case you're wondering about that caster command, by the way, the Moobot command is correct. The Starladder command, for some reason, is telling you that Tombiz is the caster. He's on Starladder 1 at the moment. Welcome to Starladder 2. My name is Switchblade J. I have been taking you through all the action today. I'll be taking you through the rest of it, including this match and the one that follows between Fragsters and Epsilon, which is another interesting match that we shall be seeing whether they will be able, or whether Epsilon will be able to put them into a decent shout for that top 4 spot. They have been on a bit of a losing streak, but we'll talk about that later. For now, it's going to be a CT start for Sprout on Train. Haven't got major biases here for either side. There is a small T-side bias to the favour of Pride. So maybe starting things off on T-side isn't the worst situation to be in if you are the Polish squad. Let's find out whether that will still be the case by the end of the half. Of course, the pistol round is almost ready to go live. And Sprout performing pretty good against Godsend. Let's see if they can replicate the same thing here against their Polish opponents in the penultimate match of the night here. It's Sprout versus Pride, lying on Train. The pistol round about to get ready to go live. Thank you very much for the kind compliments, my good sir. I'm glad you're enjoying the night's work. Speaking of work, let's see if Sprout can get to work. Second match of the night here in the Bets.net Challenger Series. They have got a double flash defuse on Crystal for the CT pistol start. Pride have the Kevlar across the board with basic pistols. No raid boss, and Innocent is going to be the man to take the aggression. Tomanex is so ready for this, but Den is still there to get the trade. Knows where the bomb is as well. And one more CT and Crystal is there to support him. Meanwhile, NATO Suffix on the A side picks up Maniz, and Tom is suppressed. Pride have made their push in towards the B side, but Tom cannot fend against 2 CTs. He will fall. And Petitek and Reitz are the last 2 left here in the server for Pride. Petitek is also, interestingly enough, standing in for Loz today. I believe he's a part of Vedataurus, if I remember correctly. You have to forgive me. My knowledge on the Polish scene, outside of VP, Ago, Kingwin, and Pride, is not 100% solid. So, regardless, they will be having a bit more of an advantage in terms of the lineup states for Proud. Proud? Wow, Sprout. That's what happens when you put Pride and Sprout together. You get Proud. Prout. That's what you have. 35 seconds left. Reitz tapped up by NATO, Sapphics, and Crystal is crotching off the other side. Dennis down to 4 HP and then 12 HP on Crystal as well. Maybe not so much. This still couldn't be around for the Sprout side. Petitek coming in from the other side as Reitz goes down, but he's got to pick up the bomb and go all the way around to put the bomb on the A site. They're going to lock down this cross as a result. There's not enough time for Petitek. Unfortunate as it may seem, NATO Sapphic should lock out the last... No, actually Petitek does get there in time. Well, that's a bomb plant. I knew you could get away happy with that much at least. Trying to back off, back behind the red train. Crystal's going to stick this one and well behind cover. They know exactly where they're at. And there will not be a pistol for the favour of Pride right now. Petitek does take NATO Sapphics out, so dropping 4 pieces of Kevlar. At least that's some damage. It's pistol round damage, sure. So not a major amount here for the Pride T side. Does mean that Sprout have to kind of reinvest a little bit when it comes to their buy-up. Of course, they were going to be getting out the SMGs and rifles regardless. Spiddy with the FAMAS here. And Pride up for the Eco. They've got Kevlar on Petit Tech, interestingly enough. There's Safix, meanwhile, just trying to get deagle shots across the board here. And scout shots as well for the Sprout main AWPer. He's gotten himself one headshot on Petit Tech. And a shot on Manitz. Crystal still taking down Reitz as well. 4 versus 2 situation in favour, of course, to the CT side. Have dropped that scout at least, but that's not a major pickup here for Pride. Bomb's still in their favour, so they can look for a bomb plant if they can get it. And that'll be a very nice stack of cash to go into the rifle round with. They will be able to get one out early, of course. They didn't buy in this round. They got the bomb plant in the pistol. It's all just how Pride want to play this one. If they can get some damage on Sprout, that'll be great. Bomb plant will be better. Tom taking out Dennis. Innocent there to try and cover him off. Meanwhile, Crystal creeping around the backhand side to try and get the back tap together, but it doesn't matter because Innocent will get himself the 2 frags of the UMP. $1,200 for him. Profiteering for the CT side, but a 2-0 start for Sprout means that Pride will have themselves a buy-up. Again, bomb plant in the pistol. AK's coming out for them now, and the Kevlar helmets will be in play for Pride. Limited utility sets. That's the difference between being able to a bomb plant and 2 bomb plants, of course. In the default, we shall go here, Pride. Looking for presence towards Pop Dog, mostly. Got Reitz here, Petit Tech to back him up. Exus is out towards T-Con. Okay, it looks like the early engagements went to the favour of the CT side. He's been tagged up pretty hard in this position, and the CTs are closing this one in. There's 4 players looking to try and push him down. Molotovs and all. Nato Safix going to spot him and take him out of the action. Surely he must call this information out to his teammates, but the bomb's still suppressed. And Sprout with a very non-standard tactic. Actually, we're going to make it work with Manise on 2 HP. Crystal, the only man damaged on 19 for Sprout. And how they managed to make that work, I do not know. But 60 seconds remain on the clock. Reitz going to start to lead the charge as the split comes in from Pride. 1 man towards Ivy as well. That's Tom. And this is creeping up on him. He's looking for the final, potentially the final nail in the coffin. 40 seconds left for Manise just on the other side of this wall. Second smoke goes down, keeps Nato Safix's presence kept up here in the T-Con position. Dennis does take out Tom towards Ivy. And Innocent picks up Reitz as well. Not much for Manise. Walking straight into Nato, unfortunately. Petit Tech is the last man left. Out towards upper of the B side. Falls to the double kill of Dennis. 3 rounds to 0 for Sprout. All 5 players staying alive, of course, for the CT side. And Pride will have themselves an Eco more than likely. They have got some Kevlar here on Tom and Manise, so it is looking a little bit like a half quasi more than anything else. Should be a 4th round here. I don't imagine Pride being able to pick this one up at all. And yeah, they will get peeking and getting mowed down by Dennis and Crystal. 3 frags between the 2 players. Tom will fall to Innocent. Dennis will net himself a triple kill on the anti-eco. 4-0 start for Proud. Proud. I'm doing it again. Proud. Sprout. What is up with me? I was doing fantastic for the first 2 matches today. Now I don't even know where my words are at. Jeez. Right. Rifle round. Coming into play now. As Pride have the 5 AKs to play with. Quite a decent stack of utility as well. Confirmed Proud to be Sprout. 3 M4s, 2 AKs out for the CT side. One's already fallen. Innocent down towards Ivy. The teams make their way quickly out of T-Con. Crystal meanwhile towards Popdog. Gets sprayed down blind through the smoke by Reeds. Exus turns his attention towards Dennis, but Dennis gets the frag. 3 versus 3. And he's turning it back to the man advantage of Pride. Donator Staffix going falling. Dennis still got a position here out towards Ivy. They'll have to commit to this one. Actually, Spitty drops down Tom, dropping the bomb. Reeds tries to quick trade. And Dennis takes it back to a 1 versus 1. Okay. 26 HP for the lone CT player. Can he lock it out for Sprout? Mani's got to get the bomb. He's got to get it planted as well. Running out of time for this one. 40 seconds of this retake. Dennis does not have a defuse kit, so he's got to stick the full 10 seconds. I think he just spotted the gun barrel of Maniz as well. Or did he? Maybe not. Maniz catching him off guard. Peeking around the back of the red train. And getting the first round on the board for Pride. Of course, they'll force it back right here. They did lose 4 players, so the economy will take a hit. For all intents and purposes, this is a forced buy with 3 AKs. Up against Sprout's double orb setup. That's still going to be quite a difficult round to win. Up for the reset as well, Sprout. CT side looking in for whatever they can. Nato out towards upper immediately. He likes to take this aggressive angle with York. And Dennis holding out towards Ivy alongside Innocent. Crossfire with the M4 as well. Ooh, Nato gets caught off guard by Reeds. Nice start from Pride to pick off 1 of the 2 AWPs. T is also creeping their way in towards the A site. It's been Knees. Getting a good angle behind the CT side. Meanwhile, Exus catches Crystal off guard. Can't quite finish the frag, but gets him down for 17 HP. And Maniz will be able to finish the job right there. Reeds gets 1 more 2 versus 4. Innocent trades and actually grabs the bomb. I think he's getting the AK as well. Let's be looking for the M4. Was there even an AK dropped out there? I think there may not have been, but 2 versus 2 now. Sprout back in the game, and they have once again this bomb control towards Ivy. They had this in the pistol. And they've got it here in a pretty crucial rifle round. It's all down to Dennis. 1v2. Knows that Exus is here. He's trying to find a good angle against him. Trying to trade up for the Galil. But Reeds catches him off guard. Slows him down for a couple of seconds. And finishes the job. It's 4-2, favor to Sprout. But Pride clawing back some rounds. Sprout could get another round out here, actually. Could force it here. And actually, that looks like what they were going to do. They were deliberating it during that entire freeze time. 2 for Masters, 2 M4s, 1 AWP for NATO Sapphics. And Pride, of course. 5 AKs for their 2, so they're going to go rushing this one out. Actually, they expect it to be a full eco here. They may be about to discover that's not the case. Into Brown Halls go the rest of the T-side players. This ain't an A split. It's just Maniz with control. Pride are getting ready to make their hit into the B site. No, Dennis and Spiddy are here ready and waiting. You're going to hear all the footsteps as well. Crossfire's locked. Dennis is waiting for that bomb plant. Takes out Exus. Looks for Tom as well. Connects it onto Reeds, but doesn't finish the frag. 54 HP on him. 2 for 1 trade overall. Favor, of course, to the Sprout side. I almost said Proud again there, but NATO Staffix takes down Petit Tech. He's on the backstab, however, deals with him just as quick. Single man advantage, bomb in the control of the T side, and they'll just rotate that 1 man back out towards Popdog. Reeds is spotted. Innocent now knows what's up. And the CTs will have to set themselves up for the retake. No defuse kit for this as well. This could still be won by Pride, and Maniz will make it so. Taking Crystal out, Innocent trying to peek in. Can't catch a whiff of any of the T-side players. He knows where Maniz is roughly. He's got to find these frags. Speedy also coming in towards the other side. Reeds is spotted and taken down. And Maniz is the last man left for a 4K clutch for the 2 CTs to find. Takes Innocent back. Speedy taps it. He's running out of time. But Maniz goes aggressive and he goes peeking. Losing the fight and losing the round for Pride. It will be a 5th on the board for Sprout. Speedy no defuse kit. Maniz could have easily taken a much more time-saving approach there. Probably would have been able to win that round out as a result. 3 kills for Spiddy, however. That's a very nice round from him. Actually, pistols will be coming out from Pride. Their economy hasn't been allowed to build so far. The default coming in, trying to see if they can find an opening frag here for Pride. These pistols can still do their damage. Double flash smoke from Maniz. Everybody else is Kevlar here for Pride. They're trying to half buy their way to victory. Moneyline should stack. They should be able to get a buyout in the next round. This round may not be going so well for them. Nato Sapphix to Speedy 2. Fragged Innocent. Okay, calm down. Don't take Crystal out either. Jumped up, hyped up. Couldn't quite find the opposing force. The bomb will get planted meanwhile, which is a great pickup from Pride. To boost the moneyline for the buy up in the next round. Innocent on 2 HP as the CTs will be starting to set themselves up for the retake. Flashbangs over. Nato Sapphix spots one out to Ivy. They're still going to smoke his way in. They've got a defuse kit, but Speedy's got to stay alive, and he's still suppressed back here towards Connector. Exa spots Crystal, tapped his way to victory. Speedy takes him back, and Petite is the last man left. They'll stick it. Speedy will spray him down. Innocent's already stuck this one, however, and they'll have enough time to get this defuse. The 6th round will sit to the favour of Sprout. Actually, okay, no. It was about a second away, though. That could have been a bit more different for Sprout if Innocent had stuck that bomb, pull out the fuse, and Speedy did not decide to stick it with his defuse kit. 4 rounds separate these two teams. Pride are out for the bye. 5 AKs up against the CT side. A double up setup in play for them. Innocent still got the UMP. Speedy has an M4 drop for him. But the moneyline still looking pretty shoddy from both sides. This next round could tilt this whole game to the favour of one or the other. There's Sapphix. Good up skills. This time he was able to win out the first duel out towards upper. Picking off Exis. Tom gets a spray through the smoke, though. And this is going to go falling. Innocent is still here close. Tom doesn't realise it. Taken out as a result, even though he did have the peak pick available to him. 2-for-1 trade again to the favour of Sprout. They are going to suppress and hold back passive, waiting for Pride to make the move to them. And he's spotting Speedy, however. Don't have information on where the bomb is. They only have information on this one player. They're actually trying to pull the rotation, and with this much time left on the clock, it may be successful. He takes out Speedy. There for a quick trade, shuts him right back down. Nato Sapphix here ready and waiting. With the AWP, locks the cross on the first of Petite. Knows where Reitz is as well. Seeing the shots come out with backup from Connector as well. He knows where the bomb is. The grenade will ring true. Reitz on 65. Trying to get the frag, trying to get the bomb, trying to get it down. But a 1 versus 3 situation. Even if he did take one out, he would be ripe for the trading. Innocent and Nato Sapphix covering off both sides here. Reitz got so little room to breathe. And Innocent will finish the job, bring a 7th round on the board for the CT side. Close things out right there and right then. Quasi-force from Pride. As you could say, it's more of a quasi-half-buy because they haven't got a major amount to work with, but Tom will put it to effect. The MAC-10 picking off the first. They do get picked apart running out of Pop Dog and running into the meat grinder of Sprout. Maniz looking up for Dennis, takes his head off the shoulders. Spitty does the same to Maniz, back. 1v3 situation, and Nexus is the last man left to fall. 8-2, a CT half for Sprout at the moment. They are doing well. Orb out for AKs for Pride in this next round. The double orb setup still to contend with from the Sprout side, however. This could still end up being a totally different ordeal if Pride can make it work. One orb to play with for Maniz. He's playing out towards Ivy. Trying to catch a good glimpse. I think he did spot the foot of Innocent. Spotted, taken down. Easy first frag eventually as Innocent does end up falling to the hands of the T-side orb. 1 minute and 10 remaining to go. Pride, for the first time, I think a very long time, have found themselves opening frag here in this round. Crystal will also fall to the Petit Tech as well. 5 versus 3 situation. And meanwhile, they're closing in from Ivy and Pop Dog. Speed's got a hold down on the passive. Take down Maniz. Orb Dennis, close range on Nexus. Trades him out. Reitz goes, take it out. Spitty. Petit Tech does full. Dennis now trying to turn the orb back onto Tom. Later, Safix training with this other orb as well, leaving it up to Reitz. 1v2 as the CTs have bomb control. I don't know if Dennis knows yet. It doesn't even matter. A 3K. Locking down control. Sprout are currently on a tear against Pride at the moment. CZ's out the force buy once again from the T side, like, or half buy, I guess you could say. They are a max loss bonus now. Just can't get these buys together, and when they do, Sprout just shut them down every single time. NATO Savic's first man in, takes down Maniz. Spitty takes down Exus. NATO in to reply. Crystal there to support, and NATO gets a 3K. 10-2. NATO Savix is pretty damn boss at the moment. 14 frags to 17 on Dennis. And meanwhile, all 5 players of Pride are lagging behind the top 4 of Sprout. Things are not looking good from a stats perspective here for the Poles. Double orb once again in play for Dennis and NATO. Safix flashbangs over. Tom ready to peek. Takes Innocent. He knows Dennis is probably in that corner as well. And maybe Pride have an opportunity available. Innocent as the first man. They will start to peek up. Reitz is very, very low. Can Crystal get this frag is the question they've got to be dealing with. Dennis here close to me. Or spotted by Reitz, who gets himself 1 despite being on 24 HP. Now 5-on-3 situations in the favour of Sprout, and Pride have finally found their way in. Meanwhile, NATO Safix taking Maniz out, dropping the AWP. Spitty trying to take down Petit. Exus will get him down. 2 versus 3. Crystal is very, very low as well, but he still takes down Exus before he gets traded back. All up to NATO Safix, the AWPer of Sprout. Another 3K for him if he can make this work. 1 versus 2. Back up in the smoke, the grenades ringing true, and Tom can't seem to find a good shot. Eventually, the AWP will ring out. He takes out Reitz. He's very low on HP. The 1 bullet from his AK will do it. And Tom will lock out the 3rd for Pride here on their T side. The question is, will they get reset again? That's how these buy rounds have gone so far here. Doubles back in play once again as Sprout rebuy into this round. The double AWPs. Oh, Dennis catches Maniz after some awkward scoping. Takes a grenade straight to the face as well, but meanwhile they've allowed Exus to creep up back behind the green train. I don't think they know about this yet. He may be the linchpin here for the T side. That's the peek up. Sprout looking for their way out. Tom caught off by Dennis, catches him in the funny bone essentially. 4 versus 3 situation as Exus does trade out. Spiddy. Reese is dealt with just as quick, however. Petitek back on towards the site. He's the last man left as Exus is down and the bomb is nowhere to be seen on the last T-side player. He's got to rotate back and Crystal knows it. He's waiting for him. Sprays him down. Petitek can't get out alive in this case. That will be 11-3 for the last round of the half here. The Sprout looking likely to take a 12-3 scoreline. Not a very good match from Pride at the moment. Which is a bit of a shame, because I imagine there would have been at least a little bit of a fight, considering the circumstances that Pride are in, middle of the table at the moment. They're starting to run out of chances to put themselves in that top 4. Crystal gets himself 2. NATO Stafix with a 1 more onto Tom as well. Means that this will get traded back extremely easy by the CT side. Moniz is a good angle though. Could put this Deagle to work. And X is putting the Mac 10 on Innocent. Could still hold a decent shout here for the T side. Unfortunately, that's not to be. The M4 and the AK lock out the last couple of frags. The final scoreline of the half is 12-3 to the favour of Sprout. As Pride have unfortunately been unable to keep up with the rest of the CT side here. Has been a very, very good half. So here we go, pistol for the second round. The second half of the match here. Full armor for Pride, no defuse kits at all, which is a major risk considering you're down by 9 rounds. Pride flashing their way in, you're going to go straight out towards upper. There's no one here to contest it. They will try and suppress them all they can. Need trying to get a flank together, but Speedy's ready for this one as well. I think they heard the footsteps. No, Crystal's going to fall. NATO Stafix is going to fall, and Dennis is almost going to fall, but Speedy just comes in time to shut down Moniz. They get the bomb down here for the Sprout side. They've got to try and focus fire right here. They've got Innocent pushed up close and trying to keep them away for as much time as they can if they can hold off. And there is an opportunity. There is one Molotov for Spiddy. Time it right, and you will be in with a pistol round, my friend. He picks up Exus, Molotovs it down. No smoke, no defuse kit. Pride have got to push this one. They've got to find this kill relatively quickly. Speed takes down Petita, and it may be all over. And now Tom was just going to stick this one. He's got enough time, fortunately, to get a 4th on the board for the Pride CT side. Unfortunately, way too early to throw that Molotov for Spiddy. Could have been a very different set of circumstances, unfortunately. Not to be, however. 12-4, Sprout with a little bit of utility. Double flashes and a smoke for Spiddy and Dennis. Of course, that's one double flash and smoke between the 2 players. Let's see what they can do. Maybe go for a pistol execution, try to put the bomb into the site. So initially what they look set up to do here. Utility players out to dumpster position. Except Dennis, he's out here towards Brown Halls alongside Innocent with the bomb. There you go. Spitty. Smoke on a flash. Dennis. Other side of the map. Can't really support it, so it will just beat the smoke out towards the A side. Trusted they can pull a rotation away from the man and connect to Moniz. So here we go. Lots and lots of noise being made, but Crystal will fall, and Moniz is ready to shut them down. The bomb actually crosses back over to NATO Stafix, despite the bomb plant not getting dropped, so he can get the bomb plant and get extra money for the T side. I think that's objective acquired. There for the T's. Again, lots and lots of money now bolstering for Sprout. The AK is coming out here across the board here for Sprout. Kevlar helmets and full sets of utility as well. It's a full execution opportunity for this T side. They could shut down Pride early. The CTs will have one more buyback after this round against Sprout, but I think that may be it. They have to force buy their way to overtime if necessary. Already it's been used out towards Innocent. It actually does catch him off guard. Meanwhile, the brunt of the hit is coming out of T-Con. Sprout pushing in together. Incendiary's out. Exus trying to see if he can suppress them for as long as he can, but Petit had to take down NATO Stafix. Crystal and Speed trying right back. Crystal gets himself a second. And the man advantage shifts back to the favor of Sprout, the T side, in a 3 versus 2. The bomb will get planted on A. And let Sprout side scatter quickly. Crystal out to A2. Trying to get a good angle on Exus. Reit's coming into Pop Dog, and they're both going to meet up around the same sort of position, start advancing from Electric Box. The T's don't notice just yet. They've got the bomb planted for their favor back in Connector. Molotov's down to try and flush them out of position. Meanwhile, Crystal's going to get ready. They've got to go now. The defuse kits are on. They're going to stick this. Reitz has got it. And no one is there to challenge him. Thanks to the Molotov and the smoke suppressing his position, Pride will steal around from underneath the noses of Sprout. All because they wouldn't challenge him, all because the Molotov denied the opportunity. Double ops out for Pride now as they hard buy back into this one. Sprout going to try and make sure they don't do the same thing again, but it's instantly X is shutting out Dennis. First frag favor to the CT side, and Petite looking for Crystal as well. He's up close and personal, and Crystal didn't check it. Had to flash his way back in. And loses his life for it. 5 on 3 immediately favor to Pride. As this CT side looks to try and mount back something. Pretty poor T side half. Maybe things may still get interesting here. Grenades out. Petit Tech will get his second. Innocent just shut down immediately. They're not messing around here. Pride want to bring this one back. Kind of need to bring this one back. Again, they're running out of chances. All their victories need to go to them. Two versus 5. Now only 35 seconds left. I think Sprout realised that this one is a lost. Held out back towards T-Spawn. Smoke some flashes to ensure that no Pride players are going to come hunting them down, as all 5 would stay alive for Pride. And the broken economy that couldn't get started on that T side will now become a force to be reckoned with for Pride. Admittedly, it hasn't gotten started very much here on this CT side so far, but maybe that may be about to change. With very little investment that has to come back here from the CTs, only utility on all the players, but Exus and Tom are the main hits to that economy state. They've got to reinvest into their full sets. Everybody else, a couple of bits and pieces here and there. And that leaves the money line on a very, very good spot here. Pride up against the very quick play from Sprout into the Brown Hills. They're not going for a rush per se, but actually never mind. They're just going to stall for a couple of seconds and go straight out into the bomb site. They've taken out Reeds. For some reason, the CTs have rotated away. They're coming back through Connector. Batista gets NATO Sapphics, but after Meniz and Reeds have already fallen, Batista also very low on his own accord. I think he was dinked down earlier. 3 versus 2 situation. Dennis spots out Tom here on the A side. I think he may have been lagging. That may call for a technical pause from Pride. Exus creeping up on Dennis Batista, takes the frag, and he does pick up Spiddy as well. And Sprout, on his very broken economy, are going to go hunting for it. They may end up falling apart due to this here from Pride. The frag's going all to the CT favour. Dual buy back right here. Both sides in for a full buy. Pride with the double up set up once again. The M4 should also be coming out for them. Dropped rifles, saved money. Of course, that money line allowing to bolster. After all 5 stayed alive. Not last round, but the round before. The AK, of course, coming out to play for Petitek, and the 2 M4s for Reitz and Tom. Single AWP for Crystal, 4 AKs for Sprout. Full sets of utility across the board on every single player in the server. But Sprout are going to go quick, and Crystal will be able to make it work. Petitek down in Pop Dog immediately thanks to the AWP. He tries to get a good push out towards the A side. The CTs will start advancing as a result of it. It's Belize to take NATO Sapphics back, and Exus shutting down Dennis as well. 2 for 1. Oh, Exus with the AWP. Spiddy shall fall towards Ivy as well. A 2 versus 4, and Sprout, a great early start, but it's all just fallen to pieces. Maybe not. Crystal's getting a trade back. Meniz will fall, but Reach trades, dropping the bomb, leaving it all up to Sprout Zorpa for the ace clutch. And unfortunately, it will not happen. The CT's back in business. 8-13, resetting Sprout. Now in 5 of the T-side lead, and that's about to grow with an eco up for the German team. Epsilon Fragster, who do I think will win? Wow, I'm casting the game next, so tune in to find out, and I'll let you know. Now we have a force buy out from the T's. We'll go back and forth. It will sit to the favour of Pride initially. 4 versus 4. Trades back from Deagles. The Sprouts still hunt their way back in. .55 seconds still to remain here. Ooh, Crystal, don't turn on your wall hacks. Don't be so obvious. I'm casting here. You're live in front of 2,250 people. Don't give the game away just yet, Sprout. .30 left. They will start to push in. The AWP is back here. Trying to take good shots, but unfortunately won't be there. Petitek's then in the corner. Actually, Crystal will deal with him, and NATO Sapphics will fall. Got to get on site and get this bomb plant here. Sprout do need to recover the economy. Dennis on 3 HP as well, getting tagged up pretty hard with this Deagle up close range, looking for heads. BT start to creep up. Tom takes out Dennis eventually, but Crystal's gotten so aggressive. He's hearing the footsteps all around him. Spots Exus, takes him down, but doesn't realize Meniz has snuck around him, leaving it all up to Spiddy, the man who's pushed up aggressive towards Connector, and Meniz is sticking the bomb defuse. There's no time. Spiddy can't get back there. Suppressed by Tom just to secure this whole situation. It's the 9th round on the board for Pride. As Sprout's force only works in part. Also, I don't know who gave me the nice compliments, but thank you very much. I did notice that during that round. Of course, if you are out there and you do enjoy the casting tonight, you can hit the exclamation mark caster command and follow the link from Moobot to my personal Twitter, which is where you can catch up with all my shenanigans and other esports casting stuffs here. It's the Moobot link, not the StarLadder link. So, I'm not Tombiz. I have a lot more hair than him, trust me. The Eagles and the P250s here for Sprout. For the moment, they're in with the eco. Yes, and still trying to catch up with someone here. Turns his side to Reitz, and unfortunately Reitz will shut him down, so unfortunately the setup will just not work out for Sprout at all. 3k for Reitz, just sprays coming through, no armor on any of those players. It was only Dennis that had any. And even then he could still fall victim to the headshots, so. Yeah, I can't edit the StarLadder bot either, so I can't change it. I don't know who can, so there's nothing I can actually do to fix it. And it gets one frag back on Tom. The bomb's been dropped in Pop Dog by Petitek. Dennis just left to do whatever he can with his Deagle. Makes himself a second, but yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing available for it. It's an eco. Pride will make their way up to double digits now within 3 of the Sprout lead. AK's the AWP out for NATO Safix. Full sets of utility coming into play here. A buyout from Sprout. The title says Tombiz as well. See, I can change the title, but it should say my name, so I'm not sure why it does that. I will try and fix in between this match and the next one, of course. Epsilon are taking on Fragstas after this map is over, so do stick around if you want to catch that match. It's a pretty crucial match, I think, for both teams. Let's jump right back into this one for the moment here. NATO Safix taking down Exus. Kicking things off the Sprout side, and the aggression coming through can't amount to Menezes' AWP. He takes Dennis back to the 4 versus 4. Sprout will go timid once again. They're going to fall back through Ivy. Also expecting a backstab. NATO Safix has got to be careful not to pick off his own teammate, Innocent. Rounding up against Tom, but Tom pushes up T-Con and shuts him back 2 for 1. Favor to Pride. And the push comes through. Flashbangs out. Spitty taking Tom out the action. 3 versus 3. Very, very quickly here. Going to make their way on towards the ASAP. Petitek in heaven could still shut it down. 25 seconds. Goes to 40. Petitek looking for a single pixel, and that's all he needs to shut down Spitty with the M4. One more out towards Connector as well, but Petitek will turn it to double on NATO Safix as well for Crystal to defend this one. 1 versus 3. Spotting both the remaining CTs out. He's just stalling for time, looking for Menez. Trying to spray him down. The grenade will ring true, doing serious damage. He's just got to line up a good spray. And Crystal's playing for time. He sticks it one more time, picking out left and right of the electric box. Petitek's finally going to go pushing aggressive. And Crystal, there's nothing he can do. Finally, they will stick it. They've got enough time with the defuse kit. And there will be 11 rounds to sit to the favor of Pride. As Sprout have struggled their way to 4 rounds of loss bonus. They're going to take a pause. It's tactical in nature. They've got to do so. We're still waiting on the vetoes for the Epsilon versus Fragstas match at the moment. So... Oh no, it's Tech. Never mind. TeamSpeak crashed for Sprout. Maybe that may have been a small issue, a small reason as to why they lost that round of Pride. Surely someone must have called it out towards heaven. But that's a very unfortunate set of circumstances here for Sprout. And also, I saw someone asking about Luz earlier on. He is in the Pride main roster, but Petitek is standing in for him in this one map. So don't worry, there's not major roster changes going around the Polish scene at the moment. Well, it's funny how TS crashes happen so often. Yeah, TS is a bit of an awful program, I'm not going to lie. Right. Hopefully Sprout will be able to make this next force buy work. 4 AKs, a CZ for Crystal. Limited utility as well. The smoke's coming through. Here they come. Pouring out a T-Con. Sprout are tagged up. Crystal's the first man forward in the hands of T-Tech. Dennis off the flashbang takes him down. Got to look towards heaven. Surely he must know that man is playing in there. Tom does get himself back towards hell. Look for frags, but Innocent trades him out. Exus also win another trade. Back with the AWP. A 3 versus 2. And he lands NATO through the smoke. Bomb going to get planted. Not quite denied from Minis, but he'll be able to stick the defuse regardless. The double up stay in play from Pride, who make their way up to 12. Okay, so 1 round to go before Pride will equalize against Sprout. Sprout have gotten 1 round this T-side half, but finally they'll get a chance to open things up to their favor. NATO Sapphics taking up T-Tech, but the grenade slows him down, and that's just enough time for Maniz to scope in and take NATO right back out of the action. Warp swings over to the favor of Dennis now. What can he do with this gun? Crystal back towards Pop Dog, just in the smallest of corners. A pixel out. Still be alive. Tom still reads it and still gets the frag, however. Checking that corner, I think he may have subconsciously known. He turns onto Innocent as well. A 2K for him. Instant control of Pop Dog and instant control of the man advantage for Pride. 4 versus 2 situation. Bomb out and in favor of the CT players as well. The Poles, slow to start on their T side, have now brought things back on a CT comeback. Tom does fall down. Dennis picks up Exus meanwhile, looks on for his second. Hold on a second. Pride are not out of the woods just yet. Dennis going nuts with his AWP, turning it back to the man advantage of Sprout yet again. Bomb will get planted. Reets up for the retake. AK in his hands. The fuse kit on his utility belt. And Dennis may still save a chance here for Sprout, but if the clutch comes through, this will be crushing to Sprout's morale. Spiddy back towards old hell. We'll be able to catch him off. Unfortunately, saving the lead for Sprout. But in part, thanks to some fantastic AWPing from Dennis, who bought that chance back there for the T side of 2 versus 1 overall. From a 4 versus 2 as well, should be noted. Sprout still 1 round away from match point. I think if they took this next round's Pride, look at their money state actually real quick. Yeah, no money and 2 rounds of lost bonus. They'll have to force buy their way to overtime. Across the map they shall be. He's come through, trying to get some wall bangers here. The CT side do need a way in. Again, if they lose this round, they are set pretty much to lose the whole game. .60 seconds remaining. And Sprout will stack their way into the Brown Hills. It looks like they're going to go for a Pop Dog push. Well, Crystal's going to put some utility out there, but the rest of the T side are held out towards Brown Hills. They're ready and waiting to push in towards B. It's Reets and Maniz to defend. The AWP back to Connector. And just a lurker here in the form of Spiddy. No one's rotated. 45 seconds left. Time is a ticking, and Meniz gets the first on Crystal. The AWP of NATO can't quite lock him out. Reese is still close, so he's going to line up 2 frags and connect both of them, drop in the bomb. With Meniz backing up to take out the AWP, it's all on Spitty. And Sprout fall to pieces once again. 14-13 will be the scoreline, as much as Spitty and try and fight his way out of this corner. This will be the reset against the Sprout T side. With only this AK to work with, Pride are looking stronger than ever on this CT half. It's gone oh so horribly wrong for them in the first, but now in the second half, it's just been all to the Polish team. Spitty saving that AK does allow an opportunity for Sprout to force buy, but will they force buy around it, or are they just better saving for a much more defined rifle buy? They could get it out when Pride equalize the scoreline. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to be doing here. Spitty's going to be down on money at the moment. Here we go, Sprout, pistols out. A little bit of utility to play with, but they're going to go straight into the B bomb site, and players will rotate, pour back in through connector from the Pride CT side, catching players off guard. Meniz burns Spitty alive. That's the AK out of play so easily, and the rest of the T side will just follow suit. It's only NATO Safix getting the bomb down once again, but so far, that's all these guys have been good for here on Sprout. Bomb plants on Ecos and Quazzies, and no rounds, with the exception of that one they got in the halfway point of the half, and then, of course, a couple rounds ago. Sprout with a bomb plant, now forcing the buyer back. We'll go to all 30 rounds for this game. Winner in this next one gets to match points. The utility out from Sprout. They've got limited of it, but they've got enough to put some early bits and pieces down to try it and bait out something from Pride. Try and sell them for a rotation. Go quickly back into his B site. Reitz is also holding the cross. Someone's got to deal with him, right? He's been in this position so many times in the past. He's been able to make it work so well. Exus also with the AWP back towards connector, ready and waiting for anyone to push out of upper. We'll see the flashbang, but won't catch wind of it. Reitz, we push back towards Oil Train, and Crystal will take him down. First frag has finally gone to the favor of Sprout, and they pour out into the B bomb site, setting up the afterplant. Dennis taking up a T-Tech back to the 3 versus 5, and Sprout, for the first time in a long time, have found a man advantage, but that's just changed. Meniz and Exus, 2 fantastic AWP shots to turn it back to 3-3. Dennis is tagged, and he will fall to Exus's CZ75. Crystal gets a quick trade back. He's low of his own accord. It's all NATO Safix sitting on a bomb again. An AK to clutch it out. Can he become the hero that Sprout needs? Yes, he can. And yes, he will. As it will be the German force to take the match point first. But one round of force buy from Pride is all they need to go to overtime. And look at Sprout's buy as well. This is still weak on so many different levels. Dennis with the AK, the AWP on NATO Safix, but 2 Galils and a UMP means that this could still fall to the hands of Pride. They've got a double AWP in play. They've got an M4. They've got the Deagle on Tom, which does make the buy-ups just kind of favor Sprout a little bit. Looking for the opening frags right here. Innocent out towards T-Con. Crystal initially peeking up from Brown Halls. Couldn't catch a whiff of Reitz. T-Tech may catch up Innocent regardless. Yes, he does. First frag Pride. On to overtime. It's Meniz with the AWP, connecting one. He was fantastic earlier in the game. Can he make it even more so? Crystal starting to peek up close and personal, shutting down Exus, but Meniz shuts down Spitty again. But T-Tech gets the trade on Crystal, and it's all NATO Safix with the AWP to finish the job here for Sprout. 1v3, spots one man low. Glock out to take him out, but doesn't realize it's a man right behind him. and Tom will take the final frag in regulation, sorry. We'll go to overtime, as Pride will not die, and neither will Sprout. MR3 10K. Because of course the rules here for the Bets.net Challenger Series. This is how all of this shall work. And Pride forcing the issue. After Sprout got to match point first. M4's the double ops up in play. Oh, but the spray from Tom is blind. He still takes down Spiddy. Dennis with a quick trade back up Petit to a 4 versus 4. However, the utility's got a pour in. They've got to gain control. Quick 180 from Crystal, but he can't deal with it. Reitz takes out Innocent 3 versus 3. What from NATO Sapphics. There's the last big green gun left in play for Sprout. I think it may have been the only one earlier on. Meanwhile, the double ops still in play from the Pride CT side. Zabaniz connects one, the second. And now looking for the third. Slow peek on NATO will finish him off. He's got to turn on to Reitz. He gets dinked down. But one shot will do it for Exus or NATO Sapphics. Bomb down in the open. And Exus knows it. AWP on AWP duel. "45 seconds. The question is who's going to win it out. NATO Sapphics creeping around. And Exus is here towards A2. Got a cross lot. He's got to get an angle. Going to peek into the blind spot, but spotting him. It's NATO Sapphics to win out the clutch. Keeping Sprout in the lead. With one AWP shot, 16-15. Favourable to the T side. Not a single AWP out for Maniz. Oh, flashbang, but spots NATO and takes him down anyway. A nice good start as Sprout just have a very hard time of getting this outer T-Con control and Ivy control for that matter. Spiddy went straight into Exus at the edge of the smoke. Reitz will fall meanwhile. A 2-for-1 trade favour to Pride, but Maniz lines up a collateral and turns it on for the fourth. What on earth is this man made of? As Pride CT side just locks it all out. That was interesting to see from the other side of things, but holy hell, Maniz. 4K in that round, 16-16 as Pride take a hit, but they come right back out of their corner swinging. Sprout allowed no opportunities to break through, to finally close this match out. They've been on the front foot for so long. And one more buyback will come through from these guys. Exus spots Dennis, but Dennis gets the first frag. This time over-aggression is punished by the T side. Reitz also spotted as Dennis tries to get the second frag for Sprout. And two players back towards Popdog are also in play for Pride. Tom and Petit Tech. Sorry, Maniz is actually there with the AWP. No, sorry, it is Petit Tech. Never mind, scratch that. I know how to read numbers, trust me. About to push this one down. 1:10, a little underneath that on the clock now. Molotovs go down. Utility pulls out. They try and gain control of this part of the map here. Innocent takes down Reitz, but Crystal's traded right back. Still, it's advantage to Sprout as Dennis slowly peeking around, finding frags across the map, is able to turn a 2-man advantage to the favour of Sprout. And NATO Sapphics makes it 3. Petit Tech down, Maniz last man of full. Dennis, a 3K overall. And Sprout will end off their first T-side half of overtime with an advantage. 17-16. Still 2 to find before they can claim the match overall, and Pride need 3. Double overtime is always a possibility as well. Double AWPs now for Dennis and NATO Suffix. The AWP also in play for Moniz. As Pride set themselves up on the T side, Sprout had a very good CT half in regulation. Can they turn it onto a good CT side half to turn this advantage into a map victory? Ooh, Dennis close with the AWP. Can't quite connect the first frag here towards T-Con. Crystal also here towards Popdog as he likes to hold here. Innocent's trying to see if he can find a good peek against Moniz as well. Flashbang's over. Can't see the man on the boost. Moniz drops down just in time. This is going to peek back. Oh no! Gets his knife out. That allows a good AWP shot to go the way of Pride. Dennis is trying to trade it right back. He finds Tom eventually. He knows that Moniz is still back here. He knows that the AWP is still in play for the T side. Trying to recover on the mistake his teammate made. 55 seconds left. Trying to get a good advantage. Dennis through a smoke. Did he spot him? He does now. He takes him down for it. Man advantage now for Sprout. They're going to rotate back into standard positions to try to set up themselves. A good position to hold this one down, but Pride trying to gain control towards T-Con. Petit Tech goes falling as well to Dennis. A 3k for his AWP. Reeks will take Crystal back towards Popdog, but it's still a man advantage for Sprout. They got a decent hold here of the A site. Dennis locks on, looking for his ace, can't quite get it. Reeks will end up with a 2k with 20 seconds left, and he's got to cross into the clutches NATO Suffix to get this bomb down. Seeing utility, seeing a good angle, but he actually buffed the shot. His speed to take point on the site itself, and will finish it off for the 18th round for Sprout. But Dennis, a 4k for him. 38 frags in this game for him. 2 more, he's got a 40 bomb. Within 35 rounds. And Pride need to hold this one 2 more rounds. They got a double AWP setup. What are they thinking? Exus and Moniz? I admit, Train is one of those maps where an AWP is very pivotal, but on a T side, it just reduces your mobility. I'm not sure whether this is a good play here from Pride. Crystal holding back here in Popdog. Has he gone upstairs? I think he might have done. Nope, he's still down towards the bottom floor of Popdog. That grenade also landed directly on him as well. That's a shame. And he got from Moniz. I think he spotted one on this boost here towards Brown Halls. Pride trying to find a way in. That may be it for Exus, taking out Dennis. And Moniz is looking for a secondary frag back here. They found one on Sprout. 45 seconds left for Pride to make their push into the site. Final Exus suppressing Crystal. They know he plays his Popdog position so often. Molotov comes through. Crystal still wins it out on Exus regardless, though. That's what's Popdog. He may just be able to suppress these guys for enough time because the bomb's still here. He's taking himself a second. Not quite the third, unfortunately. Petit Tech and Moniz are the last 2 left in play. They try to spray down Petit Tech, trying to make his way inside. Innocent's got a good cross with the M4. Sprays down one. All Moniz. AWP in his hands. He connects the AWP on the first. Looking for NATO Suffix on the second. 15 seconds all in all. The grenade will land, but NATO Suffix stays alive. And once again, it comes up to an AWP duel between 2 fantastic performers with this AWP so far in this game. NATO Suffix spotting Moniz, but Moniz takes a single pop shot. 16 HP. Single bullet will do it. He's trying to jump around. He's trying to catch a good glimpse. And NATO Suffix will close out the game. Sprout will take it 19-16. All right, all right, all right. All right, we get it. Come on, NATO. Just finish the job. As Pride will fall victim in overtime, it will be Sprout to claim their victory. On Train, a very, very long ordeal for them. And that does mean that we have a bit of a break, just a small break before we get into our final game of the day. Fragsters taking on Epsilon. And they will be up on Train, actually. So, don't go anywhere because we're staying the same map, we're staying the same server, but the teams are totally different. Both squads need victories here to try and get themselves on top of the table. Bets.net will continue after this, but if you did enjoy today's casting, hit the exclamation mark caster command. Go follow my personal Twitter, it's the Moobot link. And don't go anywhere, because we have probably another epic map after this.